What's up, everybody? Now, I know it's been a while, and I feel like I always say this, when I take a break and come back, but Teen Mom has just, been kind of boring to me lately, even with the recent drama that popped off between Brianna and Ashley again at the Teen Mom family reunion taping. I just felt like, really, they back at it again. Like, we get it. Y'all don't like each other. Like, stay far away from each other. Honestly, when it comes to Ashley, she's never liked Brianna. And people think it's because of her alliance with Kail, and that may very well be a part of it. But as far back as 2018, I remember Ashley saying to people up under no circumstances should they ever compare her to Brianna DeJesus. She's never liked her because Brianna, does not identify as black. And, she was saying that she was the first black girl on Teen Mom 2. And then it was some skitter scatter about, no, Brianna did it first. And just a whole lot of nonsense. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Ashley has disliked Brianna way before she even met her. Like, back in her young and pregnant days, she really didn't like Brianna or the image that Brianna portrayed, on Teen Mom. Now, I have to say that I feel like Ashley has been supercharged with her dislike from Brianna because of the recent major falling out of Kail and Brianna. Now, Kail and Brianna ain't liked each other for years, everybody knows, but with the lawsuit and, the social media back and forth, and then the Chris Lopez, did you fuck him, did you not fuck him, you filming with him, because of all that, I feel like Ashley has really gathered a whole bunch of hatred for her, because she feels like her and Kail have this, BFF friendship going on, and she's going to take up for her friend. So they've been pretty much at each other's throats since the first time they decided to argue. And then the moms jumped in it, and MTV knows all of this, that Brianna and Ashley and the moms don't like each other.
But I want to know one thing, y'all. Who the hell is Roxy? And why she got her mouth on my daughter?
Hi, I'm Roxy. How are you?
Because they're fake as fuck. And I'm not fake as fuck, and I'm not gonna block you and talk shit and throw stones and hide my hand. Bitch, you wanna fight? Let's fight. Stop being a weak ass punk ass bitch. Say what you gotta say it with your chest, say it with your implants, and mean it. What the fuck are you?
It also doesn't surprise me that Ashley gave her rundown on what happened, saying that Brianna threatened to kick her in the face, and that's why she spit on her, because she's actually about that life and blah, blah, blah. It didn't surprise me to hear that they were throwing objects at Ashley and her mom, because Roxy will pick up a shoe and throw a plant. She'll throw anything. She just doesn't care.
The bitch threw alcohol, or her mama threw. They both was throwing hella shit. One of them threw a big ass metal water bottle. You know those like metal water bottles you take and they stay cold. They stay like with the ice overnight. The good ones. She threw a big ass metal water bottle. Her mama threw glass and hella shit. Like, love. It's not that. And at the end of the day, for everybody saying, "Oh my God," listen. I don't know where y'all hoes is from, but if you come from my mama, it's a motherfucking war. And as for Jade, punk ass, bitch, please. You sat there looking like Scooby motherfucking Doo, looking for a motherfucking Blue's Clues, bitch. Because you didn't know what the fuck was going on, and you didn't know what the fuck to say.
It also does not surprise me that during their little back and forth argument on the internet, certain Teen Mom fans pledged their alliance to Brianna, the ones that were actually there at the filming, such as Jade, because we all know Jade and Brianna are like best friends, and Kaya, because if you didn't know, Kaya and Ashley kind of got into a little spat in 2020 when both of them were making kitchen lip glosses and trying to sell them at the same time to the same core audience, which is Teen Mom viewers. Also, I think Kaya had like a pyramid scam going on one time about, the board where you send somebody $50 and then you might make $100, and if you finally get to the top, then you cash out and that's your money. And Ashley has something to say about that. And also, Ashley's mom, who is known to get into the drama sometimes and get into these blog pages, comment sections, and go off on the other moms, has something to say about Kaya back then too, because Kaya allegedly accidentally voted in a poll that she was on, I think, Kayla's side during Kayla and Ashley's beef. Is just a whole lot.
Because, baby girl, yes, people was commenting under my stuff saying that you was stealing shit from me, but I didn't say shit. If you want to be real, I didn't say shit. Everybody know that I launched my shit first. Who the fuck? I did not fucking say shit about you stealing shit from me. When somebody asked me that shit, I said that's her business. If she want to sell eyelashes, let her fucking do that. If she want to start a business, let her fucking do that. I'm not no type messy ass bitch. I'm not gonna hate on the next bitch grind, period. And then let's talk about, I have never did no fake ass GoFundMe. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Ashley. I've never did no fucking GoFundMe. I've I've never did no fake ass money scam. Anything that anybody ever called a fucking scam was a fucking whatever the fuck the board is called. And if you want to be real, somebody brought that shit to me. Somebody came to me and said, do you want to join our board? This is how it works. You got to promote. You got to do this. So it was not fucking, I did not scam no motherfucking body. I lost money on a couple of fucking boards, but did I come up off a couple boards? Yes, the fuck I did. And some people was. And the only reason I know she was talking about me is because I seen my motherfucking name. And I won't go say shit until I see my name, because that's, yes, Ashley from fucking Young and Pregnant. I'm not about to fucking do this shit, like, for real. And I'm only gonna talk to y'all for this next fucking 6 minutes before I go into work. No, I'm not gonna fucking stay calm, because it's been plenty of times I could have put her on fucking blast and I never did that shit. We supposed to be fucking castmates. We supposed to be castmates and shit. No, I'm fussing with her to fucking day because the bitch, she stay running her fucking mouth. Exactly. She stay running her shit. And I don't run my mouth, and y'all all know that I could. She stay running her fucking mouth. But since you want to do this, we can do it, though. We can do it. We can really fucking do it. The fuck? Bitch, don't get on no motherfucking Instagram talking about me. The fuck? You got your own shit going to fuck on. Don't fucking talk about me. Exactly. Unless you trying to take a fucking flight, don't talk about me. Because I don't argue on Instagram with bitches. I don't do that shit. And I'm especially not to do that shit, not about to waste my motherfucking breath and argue with your ass and you a whole all the way across the motherfucking country. I'm not resolving shit. I'm not resolving shit because she should have decided. I give them too many motherfucking chances. First of all, no. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it because, hold on, let me pull my dress now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I give them too many chances. Too many chances. The first fucking chance was when her fucking mama, grown ass, gets on Instagram talking about me because I accidentally clicked something on a poll and one of the Teen Mom Shade Room people posted it. Did her mama and my mama was talking every day at one fucking point. But did her mama go to my mama first and say, hey, what's going on with da-da-da-da before she decided to take her grown ass to a shade page and make posts about me? No. But did I act like everything was cool after that? Yes. Because do I give a fuck that much? No. Because I can't no bitch press me like that. But I'm not about to keep doing this shit. You not and all that subliminal shit. I'm not the fucking one to play with. You might fuss with everybody else because everybody fucking outside, but bitch, I'm not the one. And let's do this. And I'm only gonna fuss for 3 more motherfucking minutes. But if you want to type, I can type all day too, because I got fucking time. Let's do this. Talking about some she worked hard. Bitch, so do I. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? I'm a full-time fucking mortgage assistant. I pre-close loans. What do you mean? Full-time job and running a business. Ain't nobody scamming shit. I don't have it in my heart to scam nobody. To scam nobody. I don't have that shit in my heart. I would not do that. I would not take somebody else's hard-earned fucking money. I'm not that type of person. So, bitch, learn who the fuck to play with. Learn who to play with. Learn who to play with.
Yeah, so nothing was surprising. MTV knew what the hell they was doing. And yes, at that first family reunion, it seemed like Ashley and Brianna and Jade all made up. But we all know they just did that so they could get to their money and get the hell back on a plane and continue to dislike each other. Because after that, Ashley went on to continue to talk about how she doesn't like Brianna and Jade. She continued to side with Kail on, public social media disputes that they've had since then, and say that she refused to go to some things that MTV had orchestrated, like the award ceremony where they were nominated for Best New Show, because she didn't want to be around Jade and Brianna because she doesn't like them. MTV just know what the hell they're doing. That's why their production has been shut down and laced with so many claims of mistreatment from cast and crew alike, including the Teen Mom Family Reunion crew going on strike and Tyler Baltera coming out saying this is a horrible experience the Teen Mom Family Reunion has been. Whatever, I hope they get it together. Moving on. Anywho. So Kail Lowry and her ex-husband Javi are on the outs again and back to email-only communication. If you did not know, Kail and Javi have had an up and down relationship since the divorce, with some of the most off-the-wall drama I have ever seen. TV or not, these two have severe issues, and on a recent episode of Coffee Convos, Kail revealed that Javi hurt her feelings and damn near cussed her out while she was on vacation. And the root of the frustration seems to be because, once again, Kail has a boyfriend. And I say that because why does he always have to bring up the fact that that she has a boyfriend when trying to get to his points.
Have that with Joe or Javi at this point. Like, Javi and I's issues, like right now we're back to email only. He's a complete dick. He sent me a really nasty text message while I was on vacation, because I spoke highly of his family on the podcast. But anyway.
Wait, you got cussed out because of coffee combos?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we always getting cussed out about coffee combos from our ex-husbands?
I don't know, because I spoke highly of his family and he told me don't ever talk about his family. I'm not allowed. He said that I'm being fake about how close we are and how good they are, and I'm not allowed to talk about his mom, and don't ever ask his sister for anything. And it's like, these are all adults and you don't get to dictate what they do and they don't do. And I highly, highly, highly doubt that they have any idea that you're acting like a complete fucking moron and acting like this. And they're able to make their own decisions. So you may not like me, but they're going to be nice to me and they're nice to my kids. So I'm not, and I just blocked his number. Like, I didn't even respond. I didn't put a thumbs up. I didn't do any of that. But when it comes to Lincoln, I'm so far beyond like engaging in the bullshit at this point. But with Chris, there's still bullshit. So I don't know.
Well, I think as far as like the ex-husbands and stuff are concerned, because that seems to be like our biggest issue that we both collectively face, that this is also our lives, right? And so you don't get to dictate what we choose to talk about when we choose to talk about it when it applies.
And that's what that's been my whole argument. So he'll tell me, oh, for the millionth time, stop talking about me. And I'm like, for the millionth time, this is my life. For the millionth time, this has been my life for the past 5 years. Like, I'm going to talk about something as I see fit and as it applies to the conversation. And I don't know how many times I can say that.
Literally.
And you don't get to dig. I understand that's your family. I understand that's your mom. I don't reach out to your parents for anything other than when I'm saying hi to them at games and stuff. And yeah, they do give my kids hugs. And yeah, they are grandma. And he was really pissed off about it. I could read you the text, actually. I'll post it. And this is the thing, like, when he sends me shit like that, it makes me want to be spiteful, because I'm like, okay, now you've pissed me off.
Well, because there is no two-way thinking. Sometimes I feel like I pretty much look at the situation as a whole and I'm like, okay, well, if this was happening to me, I probably would feel a type of way about it. But also I know what I signed up for.
I don't understand. They see your parents say hi to my children. They see your sister say hi to us. And that's where it's at. It's not like we're hanging out outside of this, but when I do see them, they are good to my kids. He says, and I literally just blocked him. I did not respond. For the 1 millionth time, stop talking about my family. Stop creating this fake narrative that my family is a part of your life. You have a boyfriend. Keep me and my family out of your podcast, out of your life, period. Don't ask Lydia to do you favors. Boundaries. Stop living off this narrative that we're all so close. We are not the same. I think he meant live your life, but he put love your life.
Yeah, he definitely meant live.
Figure your shit out. We are email only after this message. Never ever fucking talk about my mom and that's grandma. You don't know half the shit. I'm sick of this fucking narrative you try to portray. These kids are going to be traumatized and I'm disgusted that you think it's a laughing matter. I will make sure my son comes out on top.
Well, I mean, aren't you also making sure that your son comes out on top?
So what's crazy is that he sent me that message. I was sitting on the couch at our Airbnb and Lincoln's behind me and he tilted his head and he read it before I saw it because my phone was unlocked and open.
Oh God.
He saw the first message and I immediately started crying because Javi has this way of being able to hurt me in other ways that Chris and Joe can't. And I do think that part of it is because we were married. And so when Javi says things like this, I get really emotional and I was so upset. And he was like, why is my dad being mean to you? And I looked at him and I said, you know, this is adult stuff. I said, don't worry about it. I said, but I want you to know that no matter what, I said, I love your grandparents. I said, and I love your Nina, which is his Lydia. I said, they've always been good to me. I said, and I have nothing but respect and I'm thankful for them. And that's all I need you to know. And he was like, okay. And then I said, don't worry about what your dad said. Just go play.
So everybody wants Kail and Javi to get back together, but I don't think that's going to ever happen. This relationship or whatever they got going on is very toxic. And I feel like Javi be cussing and fussing her out a lot of the times because he's jealous that he's not in her life like that anymore. And that's why she's in counseling now, because she gives a fuck what Javi thinks, and she be on the couch crying and shit because of how he talks to her. And I don't think it's fair. You know, Kail ain't innocent, but I'm just saying Javi seems like a textbook narcissist. But anyway, speaking of coffee convos, I got a little nugget in my inbox. So if you guys didn't know, Kail and Lindsay have this paid group chat where you have to pay $5 every month for them to drop tea on like Chris Lopez and Will. Basically, that's what it is. They claim that it's like a pay per chat app because they don't want the trolls to be in there getting their tea that they spill is exclusive, and trolls are not going to likely pay for tea, therefore their tea should be safe. And if you screenshot something, they can see it or whatever. Then they got, their little third wheel Kristen who goes around blocking everybody and deleting stuff that they don't want on the app. So they feel like this is a safe place. But really, they just want your $5 a month, okay? And people are giving it to them because I believe on the last podcast, they said they had close to 1,000 members in there. And they are so psyched just for Kail or Lindsay to reply to them. They are, oh my God, I'm about to pass out. Kail, just talk to me. Like, it's crazy. So check out this inbox right here. So the disgruntled fan writes, I just got dragged in the Kail and Lindsay group chat for bringing up that Bree brought up pressing charges on Ashley. I said, how funny is it that Bree is doing exactly what she dragged her Karen privileged behavior by pressing charges? The damn group started telling me I was being toxic to Kail by bringing it up and messing with her mental health. Kristen then deleted all my messages from the chat for bringing it up. I'm like, huh? But was Kail not online with the drama last night, putting laughing emojis? But because I bring it up, I'm affecting her mental health because she left the show for a reason. Don't bring up Teen Mom, period. I guess that's one of the rules. Don't bring up Teen Mom. I'm leaving the damn group. I'm all about being fair on both sides always, not being one-sided. Similar situation happened last week when Kail was posting screenshots in the chat of her and Chris's emails. I had responded to her and told her because I feel there's two sides to every story, I started following Chris and listening to his podcast. Because we never got to see who Chris was outside of what Kail said. Some girls started commenting, Kail would never follow Chris. I know he is, etc. She goes on to say that she had been chatting with somebody else that's in the group too, and she was informed that they had been silenced by Kristen, the gatekeeper of the paid group chat too. So she says, just saying how the first week was the only interesting week. Lindsay dropped screenshots and all this chaos from her ex-husband, and then him and his new girlfriend got in the chat or some BS like that. That was on Coffee Convos. They actually talked about that. Then the next day, Kail posted screenshots of Chris and hers emails. So I then started giving my 2 cents about the group, and I basically said that I felt like Kail and Lindsay were going to pop in every once in a while to give you guys enough to keep paying every month, but was not going to continue to talk to y'all like y'all was best friends. Because when the girl actually came in and said that her friend was dating Will, Lindsay refused to talk to her, and she went through a third person, which was Kail. So Kail was in the girl's inbox saying, hey, give me the information and I'll give it to Lindsay. But the girl was like, I would feel more comfortable talking directly to Lindsay. And Lindsay's like, ew, I'm not going to talk to her. She's a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, so no, I would not pay $5 to be in anybody's group chat who looks at me that way. And don't quote me verbatim saying that that's what Lindsay said, but if you guys listen to the podcast, that's basically what she insinuated. Like she's not going to talk to you. Who the fuck are you? Tell me what I need to know through Kail. So that was just my 2 cents. Like, I feel like I know how these shits work because I've seen them. A lot of people do these things to get, extra money for their business and to just build some revenue. Like, hey, what's up? I'm going to come in, pop in every once in a while and give you some tea that's probably stale. And here you go. And when I asked about the Chris Lopez tea, it was a little stale. So that's why I was like, oh, okay. So the person continues and says that she was reading all of this while it was happening live with Lindsay and the girlfriend and Kail jumping in her inbox and yada, yada, yada. She said, but that's exactly what me and this other girl were talking about today. Literally, they pop in and out. And although you can say what you want, it's not truly a free for all unless you are 100% on their side. Okay, so this person continues and says, the emails with Chris was just Chris asking Kail if she needed help with paying anything for school for the boys. And Kail responded saying that she had already bought everything, but if he'd like to, she'd send him receipts and he could send her half. And he told her, no thanks, he's good. And then the following day, he asked what school they were going to. Now, Chris Lopez is not going to send you any money, Kail. I saw that he was doing a back to school book bag drive, and he probably had some leftover school supplies and book bags that he wanted to give the boys because all of that stuff is donated through charities as well. So he was probably asking that because he had some of those book bags and stuff left over that he could contribute to the boys. He was never going to give you no money. Okay? But y'all, that's all for now. It took everything out of me just to squeeze this little bit of tea out because, like I said, it's been dry as hell to me. So what y'all think on a couple of these stories?